Hey everyone, today we are going to be swatching and doing a makeup tutorial using the rest of the Colourpop Animal Crossing collection that I just got in the mail. I have Labelle of the Ball and what a Hoot, and then I have the Balloon Pop Super Shock Shadow. So if you want to see swatches of all of these as well as a look using Labelle of the Ball and the Super Shock, just keep watching. First, we're going to talk about Labelle of the Ball because this is the palette that I used, and honestly, I'm in love with it. I love the color story. Purple is my favorite color, so when it's an eyeshadow palette, I just fall in love more. That being said, every eyeshadow palette does come with a pressed glitter, but this pressed glitter is just so stunning. I used it all over my lid, over top of the shade Taylor's Ticket in the look I did, and I'm in awe at how beautiful it is. These are not eye safe though. The pressed glitter, not eye safe, so use it at your own risk. Personally, like, usually the only place near my eye I would use it is in the inner corner, but these are just so beautiful. I did use it on my lid and I'm in love. I love how it looked. These are a lot, like, they're not chunky or anything, they're just really nice, and I think they're absolutely stunning. But again, you could always use this as like a highlighter topper. That's also how I like to use pressed glitters anyway, if you didn't want to use it near your eyes at all. Obviously, it does come with a little mirror, which is absolutely adorable. The artwork of these palettes is just so pretty. It's different than the boxes, which I'm keeping the boxes because I think the box artwork is so cute. But it's just so pretty. I'm so glad they restocked it. They've restocked this collection quite a few times now, which I'm so glad because I got everything I wanted. I did want to pick up one of the blushes, but at the same time, I have a drawer full of blushes. I didn't need one. I'm happy with how this palette turned out. Obviously, I didn't use the shade Custom Design, and if I'm being 100% honest, I despise eyeshadow shades that color, like the kind of like blue brown sort of thing. Not my style at all. So that's kind of the shade in this palette I don't think I'll get a ton of use out of. I feel like I might use it on the lower lash line, but besides that, I don't think I'm gonna get like a whole lot of use out of it. The other shades though are beautiful. Taylor's Ticket does need to be built up a bit though. Like, it's not insane. Like, it is more of a pastel-y type of purple. So stunning, but it does need to be built up. So just keep that in mind, that you do have to build it up a little bit. But besides that, no issues whatsoever. I only used Serene Sable a tiny bit on the outer corner because I mainly wanted to use Taylor's Ticket. And Serene Sable blends out beautifully as well. And for a dark purple, that's awesome. Obviously, I'm in love with this palette. It's so stinking beautiful. And honestly, this whole collection is just a vibe. Like, yeah, I do think that they should have just done like super intense metallic shimmery instead of a pressed glitter. But besides that, these eyeshadow palettes are literally it. To mention, like, the quality as always is very beautiful. The shade Taylor's Ticket is one of their sequin shades, so it's a matte with a ton of like sparkle flecks. These sparkle flecks get everywhere on the lid, so they don't really stay. I built this shade up all over the lid. It didn't really stay or anything. Simon, don't even think about jumping up on my makeup vanity. Good. Cats, you guys. Having 4 of them is, I love them dearly, but my gosh, are they frustrating. Oh, look at this. You can see the different like glitter particles in the pressed glitter. Oh, that's so pretty. In the look I did, It's super simplistic. Basically, I just used the Super Shock shadow on the inner corner. I then also added a little bit of a eyeshadow from the Fade into Hue Colourpop palette on my inner corner as well, because I just thought they went so good together. I then also added a little bit of the pressed glitter on the inner corner later, just to like bring it all together. I then used the matte light purple all over the crease, all over the lid, blended it out a ton because blending is key. And then I took a little bit, tiny bit of the dark purple on the outer corner. I did the same with my lower lash line, and then that was literally the look. I love how it turned out. If you are fancy like me, you can always add some gemstones. In this look, I used Gem Beauty Lavender. You can use the code TASHA to save 10%, and their gems are my favorite. I love them so much. Next palette we have is What a Hoot. Again, it comes with a sequin eyeshadow, a matte, a metallic, and then a pressed glitter. This pressed glitter is very chunky, and I'm really not a fan of it. It's definitely not the type of pressed glitter I like. I prefer the pressed glitters in the other Animal Crossing palettes so far. This one's not it. Obviously, swatches don't dictate how this palette will work on the eyes. I haven't tried it, but it's swatched fine. I didn't really have any issues except for the pressed glitter. As you guys can see, it is super duper chunky. It's just not a pressed glitter for me. I don't like it at all. Honestly, the whole reason I picked up this palette was because it was Animal Crossing, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get the other one, might as well complete the collection. And I mean, if I end up not wanting this, I can declutter it to a friend, so I'm not too worried about that. But I don't know. I just thought, like, I really like that matte sequin shade. It's just a pretty, like, peachy color. And then the metallic's also really pretty, and I like the chocolate brown. Typically, I'm a bright eyeshadow type of gal, but this palette's pretty nice. That being said, color-wise, it's definitely my least favorite of the bunch. I understand what they were going for. Like, after having all those colorful palettes, you kind of need, like, a natural palette for those natural eyeshadow people, but I don't know. I just think that they could have done a bit more, considering, you know, you got Celeste on there, but there's nothing really that screams Celeste, not even this glitter. But it is what it is. Obviously, it's not my favorite. And if I'm being quite honest, part of me is like, why did I even pick this up? But it's okay. I can always declutter it anyways. It is really pretty, and the eyeshadow swatch fine, but the pressed glitter is a big no for me. Let's talk about the Super Shock Shadow Balloon Pop. The packaging's beautiful. It has the Animal Crossing leaf and everything. This is like a champagne-y shade with like pinky purple to it. It's really, really pretty, but it's definitely sheer. This is one of their, oh, what is it called? Ultra glitter shades. It's not as intense as I thought it would be, and I was kind of a little disappointed when I swatched it, I'm not gonna lie. But using it on the inner corner on top of a different shade really made me like it. So I feel like this is an eyeshadow I would use with another eyeshadow, if that makes it sense, just to, like, you know, make it pop more. I definitely think it's swatched beautifully. It's so stinking pretty. It is. Like, it applied really well. It's just, the formula is not my absolute favorite. I definitely, again, think that I would probably use it with something else, as I found in the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe, comment down below any videos you'd like to see me do. Go follow my Instagram and TikTok, Makeup by Tasha XO, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Simon? Hello? Hi. Yes, what are you doing? You're crazy. You're crazy.